Well, hello and welcome to Hello, I Am Clutch, where in this video, I'm going to take you on a walking tour all around Six Flags Frontier City, or I guess it's Frontier City by Six Flags. So, starting right here in the gift shop, this is actually where you enter the park, and something important about the gift shop right away is up there you see Diamondback. Diamondback is their shuttle loop coaster, and the entrance is right at the front, out the door over there, so it's one of the truest times you enter through the gift shop. But what we're going to do now is actually go into the park proper, but while we're walking out, we're going to say hi to this big old buffalo guy over here, and probably more of a bison, because he's pretty fantastic over there. So, again, what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the park. I want to show you where all the rides are. It's not the biggest park, so you'll see that in just a sec. That's a lot of wind. Anyway, you walk right out, and you get some cute little kind of theming, and you'll see that as we go through the park a little bit here, that there is a lot of frontier environment theming. So starting right at the start, you have a great little Frontier City sign. It's in the shape of Oklahoma, and it is just adorable. Now, just to your left is Timbertown. That is one entrance to the kids area. But then, of course, behind here is the Great Grand Reveal entrance area. So look at this. This is really kind of fun. They got this town over there. You can actually peek in the jail and hear people talking. You can peek in windows. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. But something that is fun is that if you do come before rope drop, about I'd say 10 minutes before rope drop, they do a little stunt show in the middle here. So definitely pays to be here nice and early if you can, because you get a little extra show at the beginning. So this is kind of where the rope drop section is. You get up right here, and then you can either go to the left and go around or the right and go around. And because of who I am, I like to go right and go around, because the very first ride you'll see is straight ahead. This is Quick Draw. This is their one dark ride here, and it's like a little shooting dark ride. It's actually really a lot of fun. They've updated it recently. I believe the facade has been updated, and some of the stuff inside has been updated to make it look and work a little nicer. When I was on it today, whoa, that's a lot of wind. That's a lot of shield the wind. When I was on it earlier today, everything was working. Anyway, down this way, we'll go in a second. There's a few things on there. You can actually see the log flume, but I want to go down this way for a moment because there's just a couple things around the corner to show you back this way. My intention with this walking tour is to really help you get a sense of the whole place, kind of help you see the entire idea without in one shot, so that you can kind of understand. So, one thing back here is this, I don't know if it's called Soaring Eagle. Some places I know it's Soaring Eagle. But it's an upcharge attraction that you can go on to kind of soar like an eagle. Yeah, it's Soaring Eagle around the park. And then back here is Winged Warrior. There's this ride back over here. I did also want to point out that there's this cool train car over here, the Sweet Adeline. It's just neat. I just think it's neat. But then we can go back the way we came to see some more of the park. So now that we're back over here, we are seeing on the right here, you can't tell at first, but that is the log flume. It's just down there. This is the end of the line right there. This on the left is one of the entrances to the show that they have. They have a magic show while I'm here, and you can enter from here, or you can enter actually from the main eating area, which we haven't seen yet. Probably get to that near the end to show you that as well. But then after the log flume, we have the Grand Carousel. So they got the Grand Carousel, timeless and ageless fun up there. It's a menagerie carousel, so lots of fun animals to choose from when you're over there as well. Did I rhyme or did I say the same thing twice? I can't remember. I'm talking a little too fast here. So, there's a couple options here. You can now go to the left to go deeper into the park that way, or you can go right to kind of see some interesting stuff this way. So I think I'm actually going to go right because I kind of like what's this away. First of all, we got Boot Hill over here, just some fun gravestones and some such over there. And then what's also fun about going this way is you'll see in a second, you can kind of see the log flume a little bit. So as we come up to this fence here, you can kind of see peeking in there. This is where the log flume comes out. It actually goes in a tunnel first and then comes out. I think we're going to see a drop in a second. Yep, this is the mini drop, but then it goes through this area over here, which is very fun. It's actually a very good log flume. But anyway, gonna walk a little bit more, and then there's actually some more stuff to see at the end this way. And this is actually, if you're going to the rides we're about to see in a second, I think this is pretty much the quickest way to get there. And so now that we're back over here, they got a couple of flat rides in the corner. This spinning crane arm guy, not sure the name of it at the moment. But then back in the corner over there, we have a scrambler, classic scrambler called the Sidewinder. You can kind of go up and go that way, but we're gonna go around this way to keep our train going. Hey, train going? What a timely pun, sort of, I guess. We'll talk about that in just a second. To the right over here, you can see into the River Rapids area. River Rapids, very blue water down there. You do get purposely, just something to kind of point out to you, like you do go in this tunnel over here. Let's see if I can get it to be clear for a second there. You go in that tunnel, and there's both water dripping on you for sure on the inside, on the going in and going out. So just a warning there that you definitely will get wet if you go on that one right there. Now to the left here is the train station. As far as I know, this is just a grand circle tour. I did not see another station when I was here at any point, so I'm also just trying to speak over the music there. It's very, very loud. So as we continue along across from the train station on the left, we do have the entrance to the River Rapids on the right. This is the Renegade Rapids, so you can go up there to get on Renegade Rapids. And then for this next part, it's just a bunch of bushes. This is a fast forward part. See, it's a whole lot of bushes. Anyway, having all those bushes done now, just so you know, over here to the right is where you exit from the River Rapids. So just know you exit from the River Rapids very far from where you enter the River Rapids. Just a word of warning there. Over here we have another, not another, I haven't shown you any of the main eateries. I think this is one of the main eateries over here to the right. Let's see, the Best of the West Cafe. That makes sense, totally makes sense. Now, I'm going to talk about this over here in a second, but I just want to show you right there because this is a cool shot of the Ferris wheel, which on the dam here is unfortunately not running. But that's where it is. I'll show you the entrance in just a bit. Also, the Tin Lizzies, the antique cars, they go around there, which is kind of fun. But we'll show you the entrance again once we get over there, but want to give you some understanding of perspective. Then over here is the Wildcat. This is the Wildcat roller coaster, the park's wooden roller coaster. It was a lot of fun when I went on it. I had a good time. Now, there is sometimes, or there at least when I've researched this place, I understood this used to be kind of a splashdown section right here, where when the actual roller coaster comes down here, this like splashes everywhere, but you see it's kind of drained today, so it wasn't splashing today. But it didn't take away from the fun and the stomach drop feeling that ride gives, and that ride gives a lot of it, but like in the best way possible. But over here is the actual entrance to Wildcat, and something I know some people joke about that I think is, you know, it depends on my mood, I guess, is something, the queue is cool because the queue, and I'll show you this in a second here, the queue, while you're waiting, it tells you all about different roller coasters up at the top there. So if you look at the top there, it'll tell you about different roller coasters, not just in the US, but around the world, some roller coaster history, and some really interesting stuff, some stuff that's definitely a little out of date, but still interesting to see. So anyway, turning around there, oh, that's Silver Star over there to the right. That's a fun roller coaster as well. It has actually, I don't know if it's a record, but it has what I consider basically the slowest lift hill I've ever seen in my life. It literally takes like a minute and a half to go up the lift hill. It is unbelievably slow. But up here, we're now gonna go a little uphill to get to the next set of rides. So I already can't remember what, well, excuse you. So I already can't remember what I said like 10 seconds ago. I think, I don't know if I said Silver Bullet. It is called the Silver Bullet. I feel like I might have said Silver Star for some reason. My memory is that short. Anyway, crossing along the train tracks over here, we just got some, looks like something, I don't even know what might have been in there. It says Carriage House is closed, but here we got the Tin Lizzie Pump House, which looks like snacks and such. And of course, next to the Tin Lizzie Pump House, this is where you catch the Tin Lizzie. So it is a cute little antique car ride. Goes in kind of one simple circle, goes in a cool little tunnel. Fun times. So we're gonna go to the left over here. You can kind of go to the right over here. I'll get back there in just a second. But I wanna go to the left just to show you some of the stuff that is over here. Because this is not obvious, but this is where you do catch the carousel. You catch the carousel over here. I said carousel. Why did I say carousel? It's a standing carousel. It's a sideways carousel. I meant to say the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is what's over here. I do that all the time as a joke, calling a Ferris wheel a merry-go-round, Ferris wheel, and now I just made it confusing. So here you go, the Grand Centennial Ferris wheel. But again, closed currently, but not the end of the world. And then if I go back down over here, again, adjacent to the Ferris wheel, this is where you can see the stunt show that they have. So it's under that entrance right there. They have apparently a fun new show this year, which I'm not gonna have time to see today, but I know the one that I did see was a lot of fun. Anyway, there's a bridge over there. That bridge is where we saw the Scrambler. So if we went over, this is where it would have been. And then if we walk over this way, this is a ride that's currently not operating because the ride's literally not there. This is the casino ride, kind of like the roulette wheel. It would be normally in there, but there's literally no ride vehicle right now. Anyway, going back forward here, we kind of hit the end of the park already and going back towards the front. And over here, this orange guy to the right is the Silver Bullet. No, I gotta read better. Steel Lasso. It's a Steel Lasso. It's in big, humongous letters, and I still got it wrong. So that's the Steel Lasso right over there. And then going this way, we're kind of getting a little close to the front now. We got all the midway games right here. So this is just a really midway game alley. And then to the right over here, we have the exit of the bumper cars. So I'll show you where the entrance is in just a second there. But that's where you will exit from the bumper cars. I'm gonna walk under this cute little awning and such to do this kind of fun thing. So let's see where we are. Yeah, so we're getting now back to that front kind of loop. There was that loop where we were near the carousel and near Boot Hill, and we went down that way. So now I'm here, and I'm gonna go the other way. And so you can see to the right, we have a tilt-a-whirl. Now the tilt-a-whirl here is called Tornado! Tornado! That's an Adventureland reference, Tornado! Anyway, this is the Tornado, which is kind of an appropriate name for a tilt-a-whirl. It's a little bit rough for Oklahoma because they get a lot of tornadoes. Anyway, and then over here is the Rodeo Roundup. This is the entrance to the bumper car, so this is how you get to that. And then when we go this way, for a second, there's not much. And then here we got Rolling Thunder, this big circle-powered coaster right there. And then we got some more midway games. It really is just like a lot of midway games and such over here. Not too much. There's some sitting benches. I don't think you can access anything over here, but there is a big Frontier City chair over there, which is kind of fun to take some selfies. So you got that idea over here. And so continuing along, again, not a lot for the next about 15-20 seconds. And just a short 15 or 20 seconds later, we do have the Prairie Schooner. We have the pirate ship swinging ride. Not currently open at the time, but I do enjoy the theming here. Very piratey and prairie-y and schoonery. That's how it works there. And then here's the other entrance to Timber Town. This is, again, all the kids' rides. So you got, I think there's like a lot of like Dumbo-style rides, like a plane ride, a teacup ride. I think there's actually a kid coaster in there. I do want to show you, I'm trying to decide, I want to show you the main eatery. So this is actually back at the front. So what I'm going to do is show you the main eatery, and then we'll walk through the Timber Town so you can see that. But I do want to make sure you actually see what the eatery looks like inside. Ooh, there's the wind again. This is a wind tunnel. The main eatery here is just, it's kind of a cool space. So definitely worth seeing. They do have a confectionery also adjacent. But here you go at the front of the park. Again, that's kind of the main entrance right there. This is Fort Frontier right here. And so this is where there's a lot of space, not a humongous amount of food, but you can get like burgers, chicken fingers, some snacks. And there you go. I just like that there's so much like cool theming in here that has like the Old West Town stuff, like along like the facades up there, the awnings. And so just wanted to show you can get that in here. That door over there was the other entrance to the magic show. So that was the other entrance to the theater. Wanted to point that out. Point it out. There we go. So now we're going to walk back out here, and we're going to walk back to that Timber Town, because I want to give you, for the kiddos, an understanding of what you're going to find there in the town of Timber. So now that we're in Timbertown proper, they have like some like cute little houses and things you can go in. Like you can just walk in these fire departments, jails over here. But there's that teacup ride for you. The big thing here is they have this big old like treehouse play place with a lot of like compressed air and ball type of fun, like ball pit fun. So there's a lot of cool things that are in there for the little ones. It seems like a big fun place, to be honest. And then let's see, in the back corner over there, currently nothing. But then over here we have Frankie's Mine Train. So this is the kiddie coaster over here on the right. I'm not sure if adults can go on it. I'm not one for counting roller coaster credits, so I didn't even try. But you can. There's the signs here are just fantastic. That's something I did want to say there. Okay, and then over here in the final corner we have 3 more rides. We have kind of a airplane up and down ride. Over here we have a cute frog hopper type of ride over here for little kiddies. And then it looks like we have Bubba's Honey Swings over there, which is like, you know, your classic swing style ride. And now if you look over here, we have one more house that kids can go into. But then, as you can see in the distance there, we are back at the start of Frontier City. And we also happen to be in a heck of a wind tunnel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So if you did enjoy this video, hitting like on the video really lets me know that you enjoyed walkthroughs like this, walkarounds like this. I'd love to know, have you been to Frontier City before? What do you think of Frontier City? I know it has a bit of a reputation, but I'd love to hear what you think. If you do want to consider subscribing, then you'll be notified easily when I have new videos like this. And if you do want to watch another video right now, if you want to go on a new adventure with me, or maybe a similar one, I do have a video of an entire day spending the time here at Frontier City, and that video is on the screen right now, if you'd like to check out that. But if you'd like to see another walk around of a Six Flags park, I do have a walkthrough of Fiesta, Texas that you can see on the screen right now. Or if you just want to see a different theme park that I've been to, because I've been to a handful, check out those videos there. But until I see you in one of those, I will just say goodbye. I am still Clutch.